here we go. Terms of movement test. So first we have shoulder elevation and shoulder depression. Shoulder abduction, which would be moving away, and then shoulder adduction, moving together. If I want shoulder circumduction, that means moving in 2 or more planes. So there we have round and round. If I want external rotation of the shoulders, I move them out. And this is also called lateral rotation. And then we have medial or internal rotation of the shoulders, which would be turning them inwards. Next we have shoulder flexion, which is reaching up, which you can't quite see, but there it is. And then we have shoulder extension, which is reaching behind. The next one that we have is hip abduction, which would be moving away. And then you have hip adduction, which is moving together. Then we have hip circumduction, which would be moving in 2 or more planes. So here, if I move it out, I have there my 2 planes. Then we have external rotation of the hips. So this would be external rotation. Then we have internal rotation of the hips, which would be moving them in towards the midline. Next we have hip flexion, which would be lifting my leg, get those quadriceps going. And then we have hip extension, which would be the leg back. The next one, I'm going to move a little bit closer. Hello. The next one that we have is scapular retraction. So that would be when I move my shoulders back so that the scapula push together. And then we have scapular protraction when they move apart. The next one on the list, we have forearm supination and pronation. Now, supination is when I put my forearm face up, and then I have forearm pronation when I put my arm facing down. That's pronation. Now I'm going to go back up again. I have ankle dorsiflexion. Now, ankle dorsiflexion for me makes me think of ballet. I have naughty toes, dorsiflexion, and good toes, plantar flexion. Naughty toes, good toes. The next one that we have is spinal flexion, that round back. And then we have spinal extension. After that we have lateral spinal flexion, which is like this, from side to side. That's a nice one. And then we have the tilt of the pelvis. We have anterior tilt of the pelvis, which is towards the front, which is what my yoga teacher is always telling me to do, because I have a tendency to posteriorly tilt my pelvis, stick my bum out. So anterior, which would be tucking it under towards the front, and posterior, which is taking it out, duck butt. And then the last one that we have is foot inversion. So inversion would be turning them inwards, and eversion would be to turn them outwards, which makes me think of ballet class again. And that's it. Those are all my terms of movement for the terms of movement test. Thank you. Bye bye.